Brilliance Audio.
Racing the Light by Robert Crais. Performed by Luke Daniels. I tucked 2 of the hundreds into my wallet, filled out a deposit slip for the remaining 8, and opened the manila envelope. Adele had seemed disheveled with her flyaway hair and frumpy dress, but the information she left was presented with PowerPoint precision. The first page showed 4 photographs of a heavy, unsmiling young man with a round, clean-shaven face, a double chin, and dark red hair. Detective 2, Veronica Largo's LAPD business card, was clipped to the second page. The card identified Largo as a missing persons unit detective. The case number and date of filing were written on the back of the card. I put Largo's card aside and flipped to the third page. The third page looked like a dossier. Joshua Albert Schumacher's name, current address, email, and cell number led off. His height 6'3", weight 280 pounds, hair and eye color red, blue, blood type O negative, and a date of birth followed. His Social Security, driver's license, and passport numbers came next. Then a description of his car, a 10-year-old black-on-black Mini Cooper, and the Cooper's license number. A highlighted note at the bottom of the page read, "Fingerprints and DNA profile provided upon request." Including his blood type was odd, but the DNA profile stopped me. Who kept their son's DNA profile lying around, and why would they have it? I studied Josh's phone number, pulled Mickey close, and punched in his number. Corbin thought Josh was ignoring his mother, but maybe I'd get lucky. A flat computer voice answered. The message box is full. So much for luck. The last page was labeled Friends. Adele had listed 3 names, notes about each, and their contact information. She'd already told me about Ryan Seborg, who she described as Josh's oldest and closest friend. Tracy Tanner and Josh had been friends since high school, where they were active in the school's math, science, astronomy, and film clubs. Davis Kleiman and Josh had met during Josh's 1 and only year at Caltech. According to the notes, Adele had spoken with all 3, and all 3 denied having knowledge of Josh's whereabouts. This made me wonder why Adele suggested I speak to them. Since all 3 claimed to know nothing, maybe she believed they were lying? Maybe she thought I would pistol whip them into coming clean. I called Largo first and got the inevitable voicemail. I left a message with the case number and asked her to call back as soon as possible. Sometimes they do. Most of the time, they don't. I phoned Tanner and Kleiman next. Tracy Tanner explained she wasn't as close to Josh as she once was, and the 2 hadn't spoken in more than a year. Davis Kleiman sounded wary. When I told him Adele Schumacher had given me his number, his voice turned hostile. "I don't know you. You could be after anything." "I'm after Josh. Didn't his mother speak to you?" "These people mean nothing to me. Don't call again. I mean it." Kleiman hung up. I glanced at the heading on the page and shook my head. Friends. I pushed the pages aside, got up, and wandered out onto the balcony. A woman named Cindy runs a beauty supply business in the office next door. Some days she would sit on her balcony reading. Other days she would lay out in a bikini so small it appeared to be made of dental floss. She wasn't outside. I peeked across the divider separating our balconies and found her at her desk. She saw me and raised a hand. I motioned her to come out. She shook her head and mouthed, "Too hot." Then she pointed at me, touched her temple, and made, "You're out of your mind circles." I laughed and returned to my desk. It was 6 minutes after 11. I began thinking more about the deli downstairs and less about the Schumachers. The deli served a very nice turkey baguette with Chinese hot mustard. The Schumachers probably didn't. On the other hand, Adele had given me 1,000 Schumacher dollars. I girded myself and called Ryan Seborg. "Hello?" "Ryan, Elvis Cole. Has Adele Schumacher spoken to you about me?" After Tanner and Kleiman, I expected the worst. "Uh-huh. You're gonna find Josh." Progress. At least Saborg was in the loop.